Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I release a legacy video every Friday. Hello everyone, Martin here back with another legacy video, and today I'm playing something a bit different. I'm playing Natural Order Bant. I have a little bit of a soft spot for the Bant wedge, if that's the correct terminology, when it comes to legacy and when it comes to combo, like wonky creature combo decks. Secretly, one of my favorite and first loves of Legacy was Food Chain. I started playing Legacy right back when Avacyn Restored had just come out, and Misthal Griffin had been printed, which had sort of enabled this Food Chain archetype. Food Chain, not very viable to play on Magic Online because of all the clicks. It's a quote-unquote infinite combo deck, but each mana you want to create requires like 6 or 7 clicks or something. I don't know. It's stupid. So you can't effectively play it like you would in paper. But I also really like Natural Order, and I had been wanting to try something for a little while, which was, hey, what if you could play like a sort of show and tell-ish kind of combo deck legacy that utilized Allosaurus Shepherd to just make your stuff uncounterable, like make your payoff spell uncounterable. I'm sure other people have tried this, and I'm sure it's not going to tear up any trees, but I think there is something here that could work. The payoff spells are 2 Atraxas. I debated whether or not to include a copy of Progenitus or a copy of Tyrannix Rex. I ended up stuffing the Rex in the sideboard. This could be Progenitus. The pros and cons are, I'll just go over them real quick. Like, Progenitus you can never cast. You can feasibly, like, it is possible for you to get to 8 mana and 7 mana and cast this Tyrannus Rex, but you're not getting double Wooburg mana for Progenitus ever. So that is one reason where Tyrannus Rex is better. In terms of like their impact on the game, they both get removed by a sweeper effect. Toxic 4 is not infect. It is, if this deals damage, they get 4 poison counters. So to kill with poison, this requires 3 swings. To kill with combat damage, it also requires 3 swings if the opponent is at full life. If the opponent is at 16 or below, then it's 2 swings. And this has haste, so it kind of makes up for Progenitus and kind of makes them equally fast. So honestly, I don't know. This could be either direction, but I want to try this. I think it's a cool card. And actually, I wanted to add a Deafening Silence, which I am now. Deafening Silence to the sideboard. There we go. Yeah, because like I really debated whether or not to even have the White Splash. As you can see, I have a single copy of Leovold in the sideboard and no actual lands that make black mana. So Leovold can only come out of the Green Sun Zenith package. Where is that? Oh, so many cards in this deck. There they are, hiding there. I'm playing 3 Zeniths. Could be the correct number is 4, but I'm trying 3. So the only way to get Leovold into play is to either Green Suns for him, Natural Order for him, or have a Birds of Paradise in play. I'm playing 4 birds. Initially, I wanted Noble Hierarch instead, and I still, like, maybe it should be some kind of split, come to think of it. The thing is, though, like, Atraxa also is, like, potentially castable off of, like, with Birds of Paradise in play. So not sure. Like, the Noble Hierarch giving things exalted is can be pretty relevant in terms of just winning with combat. But yeah. But so we have a deck that is playing the best removal in the format with Plowshares. That's the reason to be white. I'm also playing a single copy of Teferi for fun and profit. Then we have a Green Suns package that can get Scavenging Ooze, can get Collector Roof, and can get Endurance as sort of toolboxy things. and it also gets Allosaurus Shepherd to make our natural orders uncounterable. So I think all in all, like this is I ran it through a league yesterday, and I made a couple of tweaks since then. But I think this could be like it will be a fun time, I'm sure, but it could also be a decent time. So the sideboard is set up to try and fight Eldrazi, and because I think like the main deck is okay versus tempo, but we have like another endurance that's good there, and like I guess a Veil of Summer. I don't know if we bring that in versus tempo, but yeah, let's jump into a league. All right, so we're on the draw for round one. The Atraxa in hand is a little bit not so nice, but in 4 lands, I think I'm gonna mulligan this actually. I'll keep this. Opponent is also mulliganing to 6. Okay, opponent found 6 they liked. I'm gonna keep this and I'm gonna bottom the plains. Flooded Strand, go. I'd like a blue card. Collector Roof. Okay, I'm gonna pass here, and if nothing else happens, I'll fetch Hedge Maze on opponent's ZOT. If they entomb here, I was gonna say, okay, no, but they have a Survey land. So this could be like blue white control, I guess. Oh, okay, or some kind of Bant mirror. Interesting, like a beanstalk deck maybe, or breakfast, like or Nadu. Probably Nadu. Seems plausible. Okay, Hedge Maze, give us something good. Birds of Paradiso. I think I'm gonna put this into the graveyard. Kind of looking to cast this Ponder, and I wouldn't mind a blue card. I'm gonna cast Ponder here and put my guard down. Oh, yikes. That's pretty terrible. I'm gonna shuffle. Get the Shepherd anyways. Okay, so I think I'll play out the Shepherd. They can't, like next turn, if it is a Nadu deck, they can't get Nadu plus, Nomads into play with what they have. Let's see, they might have Plow for this. Well, no Plow there. Prismatic Ending, sure. Urza's Saga, okay, so maybe this is just like the combo, combo version of that deck. Okay, I'm gonna cast second Ponder here. I guess I will take Brainstorm. Sorry if you hear a little bit of throat clearing in the background. It's my daughter is eating a roll. So Collector Roof, I don't know. Like Collector Roof shuts down Shuko, which is like what they are probably getting in 2 turns. I think so it's between playing Oof or I guess Green Sun or holding up Plow. I'm gonna play the Oof. They daze that. Okay. And they're just passing here. So there is Shepherd. Could be I'm supposed to just Green Suns for Dried Arbor. Because I want to save 4 plus blue card, and I want to be able to plow, and I want to do it all through a daze. So I think I like mana ramping here, and also shuffling away the last card. All right, I'll pass. Yeah, get a 1/1. All right, so they're going for the Saga plan, and I'm prepared to take a few beats here, and I won't block here. Natural Order is big. It's not a natural order. Okay, I'm gonna cast a Brainstorm. It's not amazing. Okay, let's put back Tundra and Allosaurus Shepherd, and I will play Fetch Land. And then the question is, do I need to like plow something here to ease the pressure a bit? I think I probably will end up doing that. I'll just pass for now. and I'll let them move into combat. Oh, to ferry. I mean, we have to force to ferry, otherwise our forces are just gone anyways. Okay, the ferry was bounced, or was forced. Okay, and I'm plowing the big one here. Unfortunately now my guards are down. Like if they have Cephalid Illusionist, we lose. Something that didn't have to happen if I had like taken the damage, but okay, they don't have it. Okay, let's get a Tundra, I guess. Some good draws here, like Natural Order is a good draw. Teferi is a great draw. Okay. So I guess I Green Suns here. So I can make it Green Suns for 5 total if I were to want that. Let's have a look. I can get Uro. That might actually be the best thing here. Like, Leovold doesn't, like, just trades with the thing, and I don't imagine getting to draw many cards off of him. And if they have, like, of course it's nice if they draw some of their cantrips, but he doesn't stop Nadu. Okay, I'm just gonna make it for 3 here. And then I'm gonna get Uro. Fetch here. And they're just getting a Hedge Maze. That's interesting. They left it on top. That's a little bit scary. And they force, okay. So I mean, if they found Illusionist or Nadu, then, and something tells me they did, at most, like, we can hope for it's a cantrip they left on top. There is Nadu. Okay. So right now they have 2 creatures, but let's see. So that land came into play. And then they reveal Force of Will, so that's a problem. And Ponder, so they have the blue card as well. Okay, so, and another Ponder. I'm just going to concede. Can't, like, beat my opponent drawing 4 cards every turn, and it's only going to get worse. If they hadn't found the Force, I would have taken a draw step to see if I could, like, top deck like a removal spell for Nadu or Natural Order. We would have drawn Force of Negation and then Natural Order. Okay. So for the sideboard, I actually kind of like Harbinger on the play. We didn't show them a lot of basic lands, and Harbinger just sort of blows them out. I don't think we need to respect the graveyard part of the combo very much. I think this is mostly a Nadu deck now. But they did show us Urza's Saga. Maybe Force of Vigor is worth a punt here. And they're also a Plowshares deck for sure. So the Tyranics is not nothing. So let's see here. I don't think we want, like, I don't think Icefang Quaddle is very good. I don't think we want Collector Roof, even though Shuko. And I don't think we want Scavenging Ooze. I also don't think we want Force of Negation necessarily. So, do we bring in like Veil of Summer instead? That's maybe not the most useful, I'm not sure. I guess a Dress Down because like of Saga, and if they do have the combo kill, then Dress Down stops Thassa's Oracle. We can't keep this, unfortunately. Like, one more land and I would. Okay, we'll keep this. And I guess we get rid of Source of Plowshares. And I'm playing out the Misty Rainforest because if I were to get, like, find a Harbinger, excuse me, if I were to find a Harbinger of the Seas, then Windswept Heath can fetch either basic forest or basic plains. Yeah, they ponder. I'm gonna fetch Undercity, not Undercity Source, Hedge Maze at end of turn, and then I will probably Brainstorm next turn. No shuffle on the ponder from the opponent. Atraxa. Ugh. I think I'll keep Atraxa on top and Brainstorm her away because I don't know that they saw. They didn't see anything that gave away what we were doing. Okay, so Atraxa can go and Brainstorm can go, and then I will cast a Ponder here, and I want to find more lands. Let's get a Tundra. I feel like they have a Daze here. They're pausing. Then again, they're pausing all the time. So I guess the plow is fine. The land is fine. The natural order is maybe fine one day. So let's draw this and pass. Okay. Here comes a fetch land. Is this Nomads maybe? It is. All right, cool. We have plow for that. I'm gonna ponder here. Don't want to play the Teferi into a Daze, and I also want to leave open plow. Okay, that was good. All right, I'm gonna draw the. Yeah, I'm gonna draw the Windswept Heath right now, and then I'll pass. And then next turn I'll draw Natural Order. I will probably just play out Heath and then tap the other 3 lands for Teferi. I guess maybe not. Like Teferi, I have no blue card then. Okay, here comes the beats. There's a Saga. Okay. So what happens if I... Oh, you have Teferi. Alright, well, I mean, I'm going to Force of Will this. So that gets countered. I draw Natural Order. And I'm going to just pass here. I could fetch Dried Arbor at their end of turn and then just slam the Natural Order, but that plays into Daze. Unfortunately, because of Saga and Nomads, like, I can't really protect myself versus the combo with Nadu or Illusionist. Okay, they have a Nadu here, so I'm gonna plow the Nomads. So that gets plowed. Nadu. Yeah, they might just let this go because they're able to just get the other thing going next turn. The Shuko. Still think I get Dried Arbor here. And then if I draw land here, I don't play in today's. So I think I plow Nadu right now. Yeah, they get a card out of it, but hey, what am I supposed to do? They reveal plow. Okay. And then I play my mana birds and I attack. Okay, they're making a construct. I kind of don't hate that. I do kind of hate that they have that many cards in hand. My Bird's Paradise are gone. They're plowing my Dried Arbor, I guess. Oh, okay, they're pondering. So right now I think my best draw is a land just to play around Daze. I choose not to shuffle. Okay. Land? No, okay. What's the play here? I think I Brainstorm. I'm too much of a coward. Oh, that's terrible. They had no shuffle on the ponder. And I boarded out the oof, right? The collector oof. Yeah. So that's not even a play. Okay, let's put back Force of Will, Green Sun Zenith. And I'll pass here. I know they have the plow, so they could plow the Dried Arbor. But something tells me I'm not getting another turn, like, or I am, but it will be with my opponent with like Nadu in play and uh, a million cards in hand. Well, they're moving into combat. Okay. Giving me a chance to block here. I'm not going to do that. Hedge maze, okay. Okay, no, what do you call it? No combo. And they can't hard cast Force of Will right now. Okay, I'm getting Savannah here. And what's my best draw here? The Veil of Summer, maybe? Did I bring that in? I think I did. Yeah, alright. So I could play out the land, which then beats double days, which would be pretty soul crushing. I think I am gonna do that. I don't know that I think they would have it, but you never know. Oh, hang on. So I'm gonna leave up the Tundra. Yeah. So if they force this, it's a 2 for 2. That is what that is. Force of negation on the hard cast would be kind of crippling. Okay. Memory's Journey. You got it. They have 2 cards. One of them is a plow. And my life total is falling kind of low here. Plow, okay. They get a Survey Land and put a Mysterian Force into the graveyard. At least it wasn't keep on top. And this plow, like, I'm gonna let them connect this time with their Delver. But I think I'll have to plow it next turn. Okay, there is Illusionist. So they do have the combo. Okay, glad I saved my plow. Okay. So I'm gonna let this Illusionist trigger happen. They found a Narcomoeba. Typical. Okay, and then I'm gonna plow the Illusionist. Let's see if they... Okay. So they have an Narcomoeba, and that just means I am very close to dead. If I fetch, I am dead to combat here. I need something good. Green Sun Zenith is good-ish. It means I can Zenith for Uro and at least draw a card and get some time. They have the plow in hand. Please don't have a counterspell for this. Is there anything else that helps my cause here? I could also just get Endurance down. No, but then Endurance, they just plow it. At least Uro draws a card. I'm guessing this is getting plowed like right away. Yeah, but that bolsters my life total even more, so can't complain too much about that. We draw Brainstorm. It's also not bad. Okay. So still like dead to them drawing like any Nadu, any Illusionist. There are 2 Nadus gone. Ah, fuck off. And I have no outright. I didn't bring in Surgical. Only 1 card in hand, 1 mana open. Yeah, I think I'm just cold to this. They exiled their Memory's Journey, but I don't think that really matters since I'm not playing towards it. Okay. There is no way I'm not losing here because I have no interaction. So they will get their... The Dread Return is already in the graveyard. Guess I'll give them the chance to misclick, but not expecting any favors here. There's the Oracle. And they have like 3 Devotion to Blue right now. They don't even need to empty the library. I don't see a Cabal Therapy. They're passing into combat. That's interesting. Dread Return is targeting the Thassa's Oracle. And they're doing it with no Devotion to Blue left. They could have sacked the Construct and not one of the... I guess it wouldn't matter because there are 2 cards left in the deck. They have 1 card left in hand. Okay, I'm gonna Hail Mary Brainstorm here, even though I don't think I have an out. Let's just they had a daze. Wow. Okay, cool. GG's. Okay, we're on the draw once again for round number 2. I'm gonna keep this hand. We have Endurance to protect against like turn 1 graveyard stuff. And we can Zenith for Arbor off of basic forest, which I don't hate. And then we still have a Zenith Brainstorm in response to me getting a Dried Arbor. Maybe you want to daze this. Okay, Brainstorm's done resolving. I get Dried Arbor and pass turn. If this is a combo deck, like if it's... Yeah, okay, it's Reanimator. No, I guess I have to plow for the troll. That's fine. They can reanimate troll right now. There's Atraxa. That's not the best. So I could Arbor like Green Suns for what's his face, the Allosaurus Shepherd. But that means my plow plays into days. But then again, like that's not the worst either. I could also go for Uro here. Yeah, maybe that's fine. I guess like right now there is a world where they entomb and then untap and try to put Atraxa into play. So maybe I am supposed to Green Suns for the Shepherd. Yeah, I think I actually like that. There is the Entomb. Right, okay. And I think if I have to pitch cast Endurance, I will pitch Atraxa. So just no thoughtseize, please. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pitch cast Atraxa. I'm going to target my opponent. Endurance makes a noble sacrifice. Their reanimate fizzles. And now they brainstorm. And they're brainstorm locked. Lovely. At least they didn't find a land. They can cycle troll and upkeep, I guess. Okay, I'm going to Uro here and put in Windswept Heath. And I'm actually not going to. Am I going to? I think I'm going to cast the Ponder here. If they end up like getting Atraxa into play next turn, then it's a mighty shame. Okay, and I'm going to draw Force of Will right now. And then I'll like draw Leovold next turn. Psychic Frog. You got it. Okay, I'm gonna... I could just play Leo here, but I think I'd rather keep up Force of Will. So if I plow this frog, I force back, and I could play around days, which I think I am going to do, because I think getting this arrow to stick would be kind of big. Brainstorm. Okay, keep loading it up. And if at any point we draw a natural order right now, we just get Atraxa. Oh, what am I saying? Play around days. I have the Shepherd. Wow. Yeah. Maybe you can tell I'm not used to playing with Allosaurus Shepherd. Yeah, that was dumb. No Entomb reanimate right now. Let's get Hedge Maze and look for natural order. That was a Windswept Heath. Hey, natural order. Let's cast natural order. They would need to remove Shepherd and then counter this. Let's get Atraxa. No Force of Will. I guess we take Swords to Plowshares, and we can take Greens on Zenith, and we can take Misty Rainforest. So I have sorcery, and I need a creature as well. Okay, I'll take the Birds of Paradise. There we go. Play the land, and I will... Yeah, I think I'll just pass here with Plow up, not playing into the days I've been dutifully trying to not play into for the last several turns. And then next turn I can Greens on Zenith for Scavenging Ooze. Do I get punished from attacking here? I don't think I do. And we pass the turn. Okay, they fetch probably Sewers. No, because they don't play it, or because it's in their hand maybe, or because they're casting what? Oh, they're petty thefting. Okay, sure. I mean, with the Birds of Paradise, we're not that far off just casting Atraxa. Oh, get out of here. Really? Okay. I mean, they are turning this around. This is their one turn. They have Atraxa. They have an Animate Dead. Okay, I'm going to plow it in response to the trigger. That is quite the annoying thing to happen here. Let's see how good Atraxa treats them. They did spend 2 cards to do this. And they reveal Metamorphosis thingy, Wasteland, Ponder Days, Thoughtseize. Okay, let's see. They chose Days, Polluted Delta, Thoughtseize, so no Ponder. No Ponder. So we have Days, Fanatic, Delta, and Thoughtseize. Yeah. Okay, and they play the Delta. And why aren't they thought seizing me right now? Alright, we got the turn. That was unexpected. Another Shepherd. Okay, well I'm gonna make a Zenith for 2 here and get Scavenging Ooze, and I will fetch. I think I'm just gonna get a Savannah, and they right now they have no creatures in the graveyard, and they have also no animation spell. They have a Daze, a Thoughtseize, Metamorphosis, Fanatic, and one unknown card. Yeah, the one card they had like from way back when. I think I'm gonna risk it here, and I'm gonna play the birds. As long as I have 1 mana open, I should be able to counteract whatever they're trying to do. Okay, their life total is mighty high right now, so. And so right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So one more, like a top deck land, I can just cast Atraxa again, make her uncounterable. They put a Daze into the graveyard from the sewers. That's why they didn't want to Thoughtseize me, I guess. I'll probably be losing my Atraxa right now to the Thoughtseize. That's another Underground Sea. So their hand is still these 3 cards: Thoughtseize, Metamorphosis, Fanatic, Daze, and one unknown. I'm really interested in why they kept this Thoughtseize if they weren't going to use it. No, Birds of Paradise. Okay, that means next turn, huh? All right, I think I'm going to cast Uro here. Green, and then Savannah makes green, and Tundra makes white. Let's get rid of some of these lands. All right, Uro comes in, can't be countered. Draw a card. It's another Birds of Paradise. Okay. I'm going to play out this Birds of Paradise. Hopefully they don't play like Perish or something. And I'm going to attack. Or am I? Yeah, they can't block with the Brazen Borrower only blocks flyers. And I'll pass. There comes the Fairy Rogue. My good opponent here, you have to Thoughtseize this Atraxa out of my hand. They shuffle. And they concede. Okay. Interesting. Cool, cool, cool. All right. I'll take it. Oh, and they conceded the match? Wow. Okay, that was a little bit weird. Okay, on to round number 3, I guess. Yeah, maybe my round 2 opponent just had something happen in real life. They need to go. Who knows? I'm going to keep this hand. It has force. It has removal. It has mana to play the game. Ooh, Vault of Whispers. So, a Storm deck. So, if they just take my Force of Will here, I am just not going anywhere. What's this? Metamorphosis. Okay. Or Metamorphose. So this is Turbo Necro? I guess it is. Yeah, I mean, they have Pact of Negation, or they don't. They had the Pact. Okay. I'm still going to give them the chance to fizzle here. They've used 1 Metamorphose. And this deck does, on occasion, fizzle. Summoner's Pact. Summoner's Pact in response. Because you don't want to draw the guide, I guess? I don't know. I think you'd want to draw guides to make mana, wouldn't you? Alright, I'm just gonna yield here. Okay, they've drawn their 19 cards. And if they have Metamorphose into Born Upon a Wind, then I think they just get to do what they want here. And that's part A of that puzzle. A lot of rituals. Born Upon a Wind, okay. So that should be Beseech the Mirror, and just show me the tendrils, and I will concede. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, for this matchup, we have some things. So, the Force of Vigor are good. The Deafening Silence is very good. Consign of Memory can counter the Necrodominance trigger. That just buys us a turn. I'm not sure how crazy I am about that. They're not a graveyard deck, so having graveyard stuff doesn't really matter that much. They don't play discard to my knowledge, so Veil of Summer though. Again, Veil of Summer then buys us a turn, I think, because if they were to resolve Necrodominance, then we have to Veil in response to the trigger, because if we don't, then they just draw 19 cards and find a Force of Negation. Is Consign of Memory good? I do wonder, like, I probably have just a ton of stuff that I would want to board out here. Let's see here. There's at least 6 cards I'm very interested in bringing in. I'm going to board out all the plows. think I can board out the Endurance and Scavenging Ooze. That's 6 cards. Like Uro and Ice Fang Quaddle aren't exactly stellar objects here. Alright, I think I'm gonna try this. Yeah, like Consigned Memory countering the Storm Trigger on Tendrils is completely not relevant, because by that time they will have drawn so many cards that they will have a Force of Negation. Sort of Pact of Negation. I guess if I like tap, like Replicate a bunch of times, maybe, but yeah. That sort of implicates that this is happening later on in the game. Oh, okay, I'm gonna keep this. No blue card for Force, but I have Force of Vigor, and that is just as good. They both, like, having a single Force of Will or a single Force of Vigor both lose to. But then, like, I'm gonna play out the... Actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm gonna keep Veil of Summer here. I was gonna say I'm gonna, like, play Pact or play Birds here, but Veil backing up Dark Ritual. Okay, so they are going. There's Necro Dominance. Okay, and I'm just going to Force of Vigor right now. I'm gonna exile the Natural Order. They have a pact. Hopefully they don't have 2 pacts. And this means if they don't have a second pact, then they've lost. At least I think so. Like, Pact of Negation still, I think, resolves, right? Yeah, okay, they concede. That's actually an interesting rules question. I'm not sure, because if a spell goes to resolve and no longer has a target, does it then fizzle? And does that mean that you don't have to pay for the pact? Okay, so that was nice. They had the turn 1 with pact, and I'm glad I didn't play out Bird's Paradise. Does post, like, being on the draw change anything here? Probably not, right? I for a second considered, like, Harbinger, but like it means that they only, in quotation marks, have the Lotus Petals to start their combo turn, because they have to get black mana, but it's also like a turn 3 play on my part. Okay, I'm gonna keep this hand again, and they also kept 7, so that's kind of scary. So if they just have it with Pact again, then it's no bueno this time. Okay, they beseech. Necrodominance. Force of Vigor, do you have the Pact? I do. God damn it. That's not how that deck operated for me that often. That was basically 3 turn 1s with Pact backup. That's gross. Well, again, let's see. I am just gonna yield here. They're pacting away like nobody's business. Getting Elvish Spirit Guides. There's the blue mana. Come on, Born Upon a Wind. There it is. Okay, so they get to redraw. I can't imagine they would fizzle here. Second Valakut. Okay, 7 cards in hand, so how many are... There we go. Okay, GG's opponent. 1 and 2. Let's go for number 3. Okay, on the play for round number 4. Yeah, let's keep this. They mulligan the 6. Alright, I think I'm gonna ponder here off of basic island. We still have the Atraxa as the blue card. Okay. And I'm going to draw the forest here, and then I'll draw Plow. Oh, it's Moon Stompy, probably? Could be a blue, what you call it? Like Ruby Storm. So if they are a Blood Moon deck, then I would like to be able to fetch my second basic forest here. And if they're not a Blood Moon deck, then I would like to fetch Dried Arbor, probably. Or rather, if they don't put Blood Moon into play, I mean. Just another land and pass. That's really interesting. Okay, I'm going to fetch the Dried Arbor. And Ice Fang Coatl is not bad. I guess I'll attack. Why the hell not? Vexing Bauble? Do I care? Yeah, I think I do care. I think I'm gonna force this pitching the Atraxa because, like, my hope is that this Atraxa I'm gonna put into play next turn is going to find me a Force of Will. Oh, this is 3 mana. Bombardiers. Okay, I'm gonna flash in this Ice Fang. I really want Bombardiers if I guess they don't have anything to kill right now. So to throw, I mean, to boast. So now the question is, do I plow the Bombardiers on my turn or do I cast the natural order? They need something that costs 4 mana. Oh wow, this is brutal. Right, okay. So kill both my things, then toss the Fury. That's sick. Deal me 9. No, 7. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm at 8. So we are kind of having to rebuild here. And this is a force of negation I can't cast one way or the other. But let's cast this Shepherd here. And I am going to wait with the plow until their turn and until they're into combat, I think. Or at least see what happens here. It might influence Chromox. Okay. Guessing they're not imprinting anything here. It's just a way to deal me 2 damage. Okay, so a green producing land here would be amazing. That's almost that. So, what's the take here? I think I probably just, oops. I think I probably just get Birds of Paradise here. Like, I could have tapped it for 1 more and then gotten Collector Roof, but I don't think that's going to be important here. I guess maybe I should have done that, right? To get them, like if they have the 1 ring, let's attack. And hope to fade the 1 ring for 1 turn here. Also, like, getting Oof means I don't have the mana to cast the ring next turn, or the natural order. They did find their 4th mana, but thankfully not the ring in hand. Let's natural order. I'm just gonna take the Shepherd here. I could have gotten it before combat, but I mean I could have attacked first, but it's 1 damage, and if they somehow remove it, that would be kind of annoying. Okay, and they conceded to that. Good deal. Alright, so Moon Stompy. I like Force of Vigor a lot. I don't know that I like a lot of other things here. Consign of Memory doesn't seem to do a whole lot. Like, it counters Ring, I guess. Also, what am I cutting here? The Allosaurus Shepherd. The only way this, like, Shepherd means anything is if they have Vexing Bauble, and then I want to cast Force of Vigor or Endurance, which honestly might not be terrible. Let's get rid of Endurance and Scavenging Ooze. And what else? Like, Coatl doesn't seem amazing either. And I guess Leovold. I guess Leovold, if they have Ring, is pretty interesting. Yeah, let's try this. I'm not sure if I should have one more Consign of Memory. I keep this, I think. This gets blown out if they have Blood Moon on turn 1. If they have Blood Moon on any later turn, then it's fine. Oof. Chromox doesn't bode well. Spirit Guide. Okay. Bombardiers. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's not great. I probably should get basic forest here in case they murder my Birds of Paradise with the Bombardiers. Just to be able to function around Blood Moon. Okay. I mean, there are arguments for me to just sit on this Consign of Memory in case they have Ring right now. But then if they have Ring right now, I could get Collector Oof, but then Collector Oof just gets murdered by Broadside. Yeah, I need to get rid of that Broadside. This Chromox is they played and not imprint anything on is clearly being used to shoot my Birds of Paradise. Alright. Force of Will. Do you do anything Force of Will? So if I natural or Green Sun Zenith rather here, I could get Dried Arbor and then they just kill that. But at least it costs them their Chrome Mox. What else? I think I would rather maybe just keep the Green Sun for now. Let's put Force of Will into the graveyard and pass. So a Plowshares or Teferi would be just what the doctor ordered. I am worried about them having like a red elemental blast maybe. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to cast a Green Sun Zenith for X equals 0, get Dried Arbor. And then I'm going to cast a second Green Sun and get a Birds of Paradise. And the Bombardiers can't kill both. And if they have Fury plus red card, then I have Force of Will for that. So this should mean that we were able to cast Natural Order next turn. Okay, so they want to kill both my creatures. I'm going to Force of Will that. Hopefully they don't have like Red Blast and Simian Spirit Guide as the last cards. Here comes the Bombardier. I take 2. Do you kill one of my things? You don't. Okay. So I guess I am actually, or am I? No, I'm not gonna move. I was gonna say I'm gonna move into combat, but that's not true. I want to use my mana to. Yeah, I shouldn't have moved into combat here. Should cast the Natural Order before. I got it into my head that I was going to attack with Dried Arbor, but I actually want to tap it for mana. Let's get Atraxa, Grand Unifier. Get some Grand Unifying going on. Let's take Force of Will. And Natural Order, I guess. And fetch land. Yeah, I could have taken the Plow instead of the Force. But they would need to resolve a 5-drop to be able to kill like a Atraxa here. Okay. The second Natural Order means we could go again next turn and just reload with Atraxa trigger. Fury is also problematic for them because if they want to fling it, they have to do it post-combat with the broadside. That means they have to attack with the broadside, and while it has Menace, I have 2 creatures and I can just eat the broadside. And Fury doesn't have Flash. Here comes some mana. The One Ring. Even though I could Natural Order next turn for... And they concede. Alright, cool. So 2 and 2. A little bit of a weird league, so let's go and play the final round. Alright, on the draw for the final round, up against the Yorion deck. I'm going to keep this hand. It's a very fair hand. Let's see if it's Death and Taxes. Prismatic Vista, okay. Some taxes do seem to be coming our way. Yeah. Let's play out this Birds of Paradise. And then next turn we can Green Sun Zenith for Collector Roof to shut down that Vial. That is if they don't plow the bird. Or I guess plow the oof. Oh, bummer. Second Aether Vial. And this is so annoying, this Dried Arbor in our hand. Okay, let's get a Plains and let's Green Sun Zenith for another bird. Is this Birds of Paradise or Mother of Runes? Mother of Paradise? Birds of Runes? Okay, that is going to shut off our Plow. Scrubland, Emperor of Bones, okay. So that can mess with our graveyard. Teferi. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna Green Suns for 2 here. They have to activate Vial now if they don't want to have it shut down. Teferi is nice. Ooh, and we just get the Ophir. They might just have Plow. Teferi is nice because we can then like overload the Mother of Runes. There's a million ways they can answer a Collect Roof between Plowshares, Solitude, and what's it called? The white 1 creature that exiles something that costs 4 or less. I can't remember its name, but that would require them to have another mana. I'm gonna let them have the attack here. I could put Oof in front of them and then hope that they like give pro green, but I think they would just not do that, and then we trade, and then I no longer have Oof and they have active vials. Spirit of the Lab. Okay. I mean, that's annoying, but it is not a deal breaker. Love Force of Will to just ensure I don't get blown out by a removal spell on my Oof, who is currently kind of like holding down the... Okay, I think I play Scavenging Ooze here and eat the spirit that's in their graveyard to not have it come back. I gain a life and I grow, and we pass. But still, any removal spell, and it's bye-bye-o. Yorion into hand. Well, they are almost able to kill that. What happens with these? Put a creature exile. So the rest of the cards that are exiled doesn't really matter. Don't think I want to trade. Take a... Oh, I almost brainstormed into the spirit. That would have been funky. Okay, I'm going to cast Dried Arbor, and I'm going to play Teferi. And then probably just plus Teferi. And they don't really get anything out of blinking any of these creatures with... Okay, let's pass. Could have attacked with the Ooze, but I think I'd rather keep it back and be more in control of my thing here. It gives away the whole ball game. So I'm going to plow the Mother of Runes here. And then they have to use the Mother of Runes to protect it. And that means that for the full turn cycle, like I can bounce something with Teferi, which is nice. And now they take my Brainstorm. Their hand is 1 unknown and the Yorion, sucking up my graveyard here. I guess the clock might be something we need to be aware of here. Okay, they kill my Dried Arbor. Rip. How does this get pumped? Whenever adapt to, whenever 1 or more +1 put on the Emperor Bones, put a creature card on it. That way it gains haste. How does adapt work? Why doesn't it say so on the card? I think it means it gets... Yeah, okay. So basically they can pay 2 mana. I think I'm just gonna block the Spirit Guide. The Spirit of the Lab. They're both attacking Teferi. So I'm going to eat my Dried Arbor. And I'm going to block Spirit. Then they adapt the thing. I guess they probably do that. Why wouldn't they? I guess they wouldn't do it because you only then get the creature. You can't adapt again, I think. So it's a 4/4. Teferi is on 1 counter, but their Spirit of the Lab is gone. And there's Natural Order. That was beautiful. So I think I might just use this Natural Order at instance, which means like I miss a land drop here, but that's okay, I think. Like they might just try and pro green this to punch through and kill Teferi, which would make sense. Yeah, especially like if they give pro green and send it, and they are, aren't they? Oh, never mind. Atraxa is also green. I mean, do I mind? I lose the Teferi, but then like I just... Nah, I guess I'll murder ball right now. One of the Birds of Paradise. There is a source of Plowshares, so I could just kill this guy now. Okay, I think they've conceded. My client just sort of froze. It usually means opponent has conceded. Yep, alright, cool. Natural order. Alright, so Force of Vigor seems interesting. Dress Down seems also interesting. And that's probably it as far as interesting things. No, I think the Tyrannics thing, because they are a Caracas deck. So these 5, what don't we want? I think Force of Negation can go. I think, I mean, Scavenging Ooze was like randomly like really good there, but, or at least really decent. I think I can board out the graveyard stuff. I think Leowold can also go. And maybe we take out one Atraxa. We're bringing in like another bomb. Yeah, let's try this. Alright, I am definitely keeping this hand. This is pretty sweet. They mulligan the 6. So I could go basic forest off of the Prismatic Vista and fetch Dried Arbor. And then I could, like on turn 2, play Collect Roof regardless. This looks like a Thoughtseize. Yep. Alright. It's unclear to me what you take here. If they're sitting on like Aether Vials, they probably take Oof. If they're sitting on like lots of removal, probably not. Then maybe the Natural Order is the thing to take. Yeah, alright, they took Natural Order. Another land. I think I do just fetch Basic Forest and cast Green Sun Zenith. Oh, no, 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 no! I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, I had it in my head that I was gonna, like, get the Arbor. Wow, what a punt. What a ponterific punt. Well, there is an Aether Vial. Something tells me they have the removal spell. So I'm just gonna ponder looking for, like, Force of Will or something. Or another Natural Order. Well, those are all very good cards. I want all of these. Let's yeah, I guess let's draw the Force of Will and then draw the Force of Vigor. And I will attack here. Not using my green mana next turn. They can't punish it. Alright. Hey, look at all these non-basics. Maybe the Harbingers would have been like worth considering. But then again, like Aether Vial, ugh. 3 cards in the end. That's not a lot. I don't know if it's worth protecting Collector Roof with Force of Will. They do seem like the kind of deck that would have like a lot of removal, like removal redundancy. So if they're sitting on like Plow plus Solitude, then it kind of sucks. Or, you know, Skyclave Apparition, that was the card I forgot. This Brainstorm, though, is a little bit suspicious because they also certainly have Orcish Bowmasters in that list. We'll see. Recruiter of the Grant. Oh yeah, they can have the Recruiter. Probably get Solitude. They know about my Oof. Priest. Yeah, that's good also. Shuts off Green Sun Zenith. Okay, so I think I Brainstorm now. Okay, Plow can kill the Priest. I like the second, or like the land. Let's get rid of one of the forces and my Green Sun Zenith. And let's get a basic plains here. And we cast Oof. I'm not going to say it. Okay, I'll say it. Oof, there it is. Right now my Force of Vigor is not online, but that's okay. Maybe that was actually the card to put away and not the Green Sun. I don't know. This can also just be hard cast. Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp, huh? I think I forced this Flicker Wisp. This is going to flicker the recruiter, and I'm kind of happy to not have that happen. This also just gives me, like, if I top deck natural order. I don't, but I do hit a green sun, which is not bad. I think I just green sun for 3. And what do we want here? Like, I can't cast Uro with the mana I have right now, but maybe it's still nice. Like, they don't seem to have... Yeah, I'll get Uro. They aren't, like, showing me Caracas. Okay. And I'll attack with Oof. They can't use Vile, obviously, so... Okay, they put Yorion into hand and play another Vile. So their hand is Yorion, Containment Priest, and 1 unknown. Can we hit a land? We don't. I think I brainstorm here. If I miss on the blue card, it's gonna look really awful, and I do. But hey, look at that. Never punished. Okay, so I put away Force of Vigor and Greens on Zenith. And I cast Natural Order. It's just the order of things, you know. And I think I do get Atraxa here, just fill up. If they have Caracas next turn, that kind of blows, but... Not a single blue card, really? Oh, wow. Okay, well, let's get a land. And I guess a Force of Vigor. And another Natural Order. And a... I guess Birds of Paradise? Yeah. And I will... Oh no, I already made my land drop, never mind. Okay, let's attack with Collect Roof. Wow, not a single blue card? I mean, the blue count in this deck is not that low, and I think even after sideboard... Like, I think before sideboard, the blue count is 21. And how did my sideboard change here? I boarded out, like, Force of Negation and Atraxa and Leovold, so that's 3, but I also boarded in 2 Dress Down. So blue count is 20 straight. Well, all right, let's see if they can, like, if they can unlock these vials on this turn here, that's pretty big. But then I can Force of Vigor them in response to, like, them removing and Containment Priest. Yeah. Okay, I think that means we've just won. So Containment Priest says if a creature wasn't cast, it gets exiled. But Escaping Uro says you may cast this card, so we can still cast Uro. It doesn't draw a card because of stupid Spirit. Okay, there's a big pause in my draw step. So you know what I'm going to do here? I think I'm going to plow the Containment Priest. No, then I'm just a mana short. Because I don't want to unlock the vials, but I was going to say I could, like, plow the priest and then natural order for the Tyrannics. And then that has haste, so, you know. I think we're good, though. I think I'm just going to send it here and not do anything else. And then, like, yeah, maybe I'll play Birds of Paradise. Or will I? No, I don't play Birds of Paradise here. I keep that as pitch fodder for Force of Vigor. And they need a creature that has flying right now, or Atraxa is just going to kill them. Or Caracas, but they just played a basic plains. What's this? Phantom Blade. When it enters, attach up to one target creature control, destroy up to another target creature. When this enters, what happens if it gets removed before this trigger resolves? Like, does it just then, does it still destroy? I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna try and find out here. Okay, that was enough to do it, and we finished 3-2. That's pretty sweet. All right, so closing thoughts on the deck. I like this deck. I have to say, like, it's a lot of fun. It feels pretty powerful. Um, 3-2 record. I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's a, never judge anything by one league, but it did it did kind of suck to lose to that cephalid Nadu breakfast thingy. I when I ran the league through yesterday with this variation of this deck, I went 2-3, and it was I had misbuilt it. I had no survey land, um, and a couple of other things I tweaked since then. But the two decks I actually beat were two Nadu breakfast decks. So losing to that here in round number one was a little bit annoying. Then I had that weird win over Demir Reanimator, where they like just conceded the match after losing game one. So who knows what would have happened there. I like that I was able to beat Moonstompy fairly convincingly, and I like that I was able to beat this Death and Taxus deck. And then the loss to Turbo Necro. I mean, probably the less I say about that deck, the better it is. I really don't like it. I don't think it's good at all. But our opponent played well and was rewarded with some good keeps, or with some good like opening hands, and like I just had it. So I'm not gonna really put too much stock into that. So I don't know, like, let me know what you think. This certainly still smells like a raw sort of first draft of this deck, um, but I think it can come good. All right. Well, I hope that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back casting Dark Ritual soon enough, don't you worry. And if you've liked what you've seen in this video and you want to see some more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with more Legacy. Bye bye.